Wajo. Oyo madamfo. Ne star no granya me star di.
Ne star ben.
O la minya ma star no nyame me star.
And I'm saying star ben.
Se me tize na gabi ka say omo timetable ni ade. Omo e first a calendar.
Why duty roster?
Yes, ni agent re. We just say the agent re nyane papa di.
And the ball. Inti Monday no. Anopani atro adwoa ono ye 10 am. Upie ko ya 1 pm. Amakwansema beba. Enyumre na afia beda. Ama de achi agwo agina ni.
But see when you serious back wara. Back here no ni master Antoine was
again so petit even ne can girlfriend no. According to
you can say we do petit current girl.
Oh petit no.
Say emfa
nko he. Ase akwa no. Oye con man. Oye womanizer. Player pa.
But players should have here sa man.
Maybe only player na dey also player na oye park na so. But say player.
But me can say who's a Tyson Fury beka say be recently. Say when do you make say more radio so. But Tyson Fury say before beko the boxing bout bian. According to scientific research, aya oye dia abofun friend no. As a release, right? Okay. Usually if you
Kana dia o Kenya bi ni we.
O exact David here baby am jira. Say me no na carry akome carry sa say body akwe baby.
So nsema ka bi ni we.
David baby am jira no. Enye baby sometimes.
Nya ho say dey
me. Na dem ya krada. That's not a problem. My problem is
more uye no krume say e be kan Kenya baby.
Na the same
ala mi yama de o jira na onye sa onye de be.
Me asema me Canada unti yana.
Me too.
See ya obey na fi ma wo ba ko na bozi ko fie ni. You see, according to Tyson Fury, say or ejaculating before every bouter. And usually when that is released, that there is dopamine release, there is a testosterone levels take also, and we spoke about testosterone as an important hormone for sportsmen. Obeka Paul Abile Pogba yechino with issue of drug issues in that was because it was just a testosterone boost. And say unya sa de natural occurring hormone now. Wow. So sometimes players be just almost more there. It helps your performance. But unya to say kakra. You should also manage it a little bit. But the likes of Tyson Fury have said that for them, I have more performance. It is an Nhyira crampa bra. He does what they say over there in the UK as wanking. Just so on.
No, I no crowd is any problem. So I can story my back bad.
Yeah.
Luis Felipe score. I was at 202.
Yeah.
On a day Brazil kwaje World Cup no Japan Korea. Also on bako World Cup no catch Brazilian players in Samasa. World Cup ne kobono. It's serious business. Me play a be party na me free come me koye me koye. Oh, na players ni be catch say masa. Sabre no ai Ronaldo Dalima. So wa no me catch say chairman akwa no so na oya no awiem no ko. So ya no oya is okay. But it akwa ni ma he. So I both say chairman quick ofi night club oba beda around there 4 am. No so fra brand do business. Chairman na day. Yeah, but me catch him say no partying, no nightclub. Obianda say na be abetu Rexy no obobo.
Yeah.
And on kwado ya no wi ahuna. Okay, do so an catch him say coach. Me ma nya sa na na ade echa me ntimi mobo no. Luis Felipe Scolari say Ronaldo can say asem the no. Wan say that Angina India until so mo call park so. Because all her time Abrante ni be die no. Omo be start game Ghana ayen is on dropping no. But Brenton Bobo born need the kind of performance of the man, and even on Saturday go crack on. And also okay, Mammy Jano. Or also about calling that club, no Bano be deliver Quadia. Moye. See me if you say said that your problem, just that he's too young. And I'm a problem. I've been when you're 18 years, boy.
For me, my problem is not about age.
There you started.
But you see,
18 you are starting them.
Rich, and no, you crew must say 18 years out of Pamino Papefi. this is an 18-year-old that want to fear money, mommy. I'm not encouraging say Lamine ends any duty roster for women. But I can say the age is not the issue. A baby or no as a young boy, no. Obeying a lot of exposure at a young age. So the handlers are supposed to be careful and manage him well. Uja every 18-year-old, there is a release clause of almost 1 billion. Our football 1 billion euros. Our football club Barcelona say or no and living a life which they will do a lot of mistakes. 25-year-olds, 30, even 50-year-olds who have grown up the life's ladder to become ministers of state. Any of their doing, Rich, these people at some point in time, they fall prey to some of these things. So an 18-year-old will suffer. The problem is that as someone got became a worried was that an agent
and a manager
and a community
is supposed to manage him.
Because for an 18-year-old that will happen. And that's why I'm saying that for some sportsmen, they have said that if there is a release of that testosterone after some activities now, and more with the urge to perform well, and there is some scientific proof in terms of research that backs that. There was a time where Cristiano Ronaldo, Mo, and even Kevin Prince Boateng's partners said something in that light. But it's also about management. Time being out here, time being so here. What if an 18-year-old Lamine Yamal contracts a disease and then never caught baby?
Before my testing had.
And that make her. So that's what I'm saying, that the agent has to manage it. Because say a regular 18-year-old
Uniska into for background testing is an unicapre. Lamine Yamal level no before Babe testing is an
me analysis now me o niske ya be
oh se anhwa yade o betimi akofa na so ho no muska anza na oba no de na obeka oba mu aye test o wugina oni kapre
na se o nti ukokoshia oba o night club enyen mi na se o ye irresponsible oba test ni da be
oh bro test you know what
oba dey
oh betimi aye
ba o senior man a wo hu RDT rapid test aye by herpes the other. And they say, but you don't want to
this canteen.
And I can say, at the end of the day, he has to be manageable, simple. But so, be not better for me. I don't see up to him. I'm not a morality judge. Maybe any same analysis, Mako. Which, if we are similar,
who say me manage you?
Oh, I saw so yeah. Now the best. I say we money. I mean just you. I will be a catch you say me.
Say me manage you.
I will be a catch you.
I now we begin to try to catch them. Me say. And you person manage your screen time. Say your screen time. Who walk away? You know. But then go. Oh,
there. Now there will be about
Abidjan radio. Kesi we so be chandro.
Say.
Come na me intimi na. Me screen time. And when na me intimi manage.
There.
Say your screen time.
There.
Who busame?
There.
Who busame?
It's all simple. There. Now there will be about catch you. Say my be a get kasi. We be about catch you. Because me tia say na chinchire cha be so ya na de to ase bizi no so me nya body bia
enko
you see Sergio Busquets say obe retire na football because every day every hour you produce top quality players which ana enche na play oni born who bopar kai you know clear feel which enche na ye di Xavi Iniesta Busquets nkomo Barcelona but today there is a new breed of midfielders that is not even allowing us to talk about Sergio Busquets mo. Sergio is retired. My crazy argument will be pen or Twitter one day I think it was a Saturday. Rich the whole of Ghana Twitter it went on for almost the whole day. Because I want to say me, ever in the history of the game of football, CSU will be a deep line playmaker. Sir Jorginho Muro Nibi, Andrea Pirlo Muro Nibi, Busquets Muro Nibi, and Pedri Mo Frankie de Jong Muro Nibi, Romeo. Nobody is better than Sergio Busquets. Say Uzi Messi is the greatest of all time. I am saying that as a DLP, Sergio Busquets is the greatest of all time as well.
All time?
Yes.
Yeah, argue.
Oh, people argue the whole day. Ghana Twitter, come back here. Obi say Andre Pello, and I understood the Andre Pello point of view.
Because me ono na kan be boni.
Yes, say Andre Pello jire Fiifi abobodo for Juventus
Pello.
Great. But Rich, that is why I qualified it. Because Andre Pello a better midfielder than Busquets. I mean, no problem. But see, because in conformity arguments, you know, Pello goals, Pello assist. Those were the times Pello was playing with Marquinhos. Marquinhos was rather the DLP. And a Pello elbow CM, you know, a critic chance they show goals. Even Pello proper DLP. Play like AC Milan. It's for me see a good DLP. Oh, media may train with you for more fun names.
I more some fat my drink some money coffee again.
Because media
all time.
Rich, you see, I dear Bakwa, I'm more Sergio Busquets to say. Sergio Busquets played with Xavi Iniesta. Who's Andy Abeton who will be calm on my mechanism. Who's Abeton? Rich, Sergio Busquets played with Xavi and then Iniesta.
Roland Fabregas so say I disagree. I'll go for Makelele.
Paul Makelele as a DLP. Oh, Fabregas.
Andy Brazil, better Fiifi.
Was it Makelele? Andy DLP, Johanna. Andy, greatest of all time, deep line playmaker, Johanna.
Oh, maybe there be a kind of office. If he's a football boss, I
will share ball.
But if he's a football baby, I say,
football baby, as oh, my man, football baby.
What's more, get here to say?
Who just say? Before I
can view me.
Remember the exact day. Who bear say? Who around bear say?
Me late 20s.
Okay,
late 20s.
Never I'll tell me, ama. Okay.
But la mia ma chain me.
Ablabontia, ablabo. But no kwasem say me number 6. Say deep line playmaker there, Andre Pello.
Was Andre Pello?
That's one me hadwin.
Of course.
It's Andre Pello.
Sergio Busquets me penasem pa. But the me person me di mani hu. A free deep line playmaker o there.
Pello,
and the Pello na dey side na mama. Because on say ball na do baby a obi ball you can say obo system a defensive system like omugwachi mid block kese pa but Pello be ma pass ba ko a who's a pass we there we are striker na two anima no anahye o Sergio Busquets bet match ball control mfimfo like okuta ball na nipa be 5 months minje but the me person me hu free me for no Abranti offense Andre Pello na de be ma me.
Okay.
Right, so message is DBC saying.
Okay, my in some also no ya drink.
Okay.
I'll say the greatest DM of all time, no doubt, Sergio Busquets. Osman Sadiq, Jansen, I'll say Odebema Andre Pello.
Odebema Andre Pello.
Yep. Brighton here. I saw Odebema Xabi Alonso, current Real Madrid coach.
Another solid DM.
Another solid DM. Labi, I see Pello wasn't better at defensive action than Busquets. Kwame Billy, I say Busquets is the man. Frank Yeboah, Pello is in a deep liner. Okay? And Bernard Asamoah say Obeko for Michael Essien. The bulldozer. Asante, I say Busquets does not give the same passes as compared to Pello. I agree with Fiifi. Okay. Fabregas, I'm saying, no, but so be said.
It means so what you o producer tie jo say Cambiaso DLP ada. So ko ban fatilo. Esteban Cambiaso.
Oh. It's a hunky kind des agwawi.
I say Esteban Cambiaso here the deep line playmaker. Cambiaso it was so what you nyina ye koma ye dia ye bobo general midfielders okay to aso
Stone Obo or say Sergio Busquets all the way Opoku 1 2 3 4 TV. I say I'll go for Luther Matthäus or Tony Cruz.
Me I didn't watch Luther Matthäus.
Okay. Yamo and Morris. I see Busquets all the way. Abdul Kofi. Eddie no. I say master for me is Kai.
Bear.
It's all sign for a message the bra for beam that. Man said nyadie na opese otro no. Okay.
Kante no ka. Kante.
Okay. Ngolo Kante.
Yeah.
Names so spelling na. Okoye mistake koye no. Kai. Okay. Ngolo Kante. Yeah. All right. Roland Fabregas will say Pep was good. Pep Guardiola.
Matty, I've read about it, but I don't know how good he was. It's him. Utie, their Nhyira, what you said, what Andy has said, what Fatila said, what I've said. It is clear, say, now in the game, midfielders, this is here. Adding so many back off, like, oh, yes, Edgeman, Obibo Michael. Yeah. Michael was not particularly a DLP, but he's a DM. Yeah. It is Sergio Busquets a DM, but the specific Edgeman plan is to be a deep line playmaker. But deep line playmaker, Edgeman, no just own different money bar. So now the game, whatever name you are giving, you have to do a lot of jobs in just one name. And of course, there are going to be a lot of them. But for me, when Joseph Guardiola and Johan Cruyff, Monia, they kept on saying that. When you watch the Barcelona team, you will see Sergio. But it is when you watch Sergio Busquets, then you see the football go through him. I didn't ever come with and Sergio Busquets credit for is that rich. The quality of midfielders he played with, both in the national team and in the Barcelona team, were top level, top tier. And then until they be near about midfielders, we mention Xavi, we mention Iniesta, we will not mention Sergio Busquets. But Pello himself played in an advanced role. And Rich, you can't take anything from Pello. Unless you will go now. He is excellent. And I said, yeah, pass no money, and he goes. These are quality players. Yeah, Rich, when he said, Obidi Asemi Barca said, Pello wasn't good at the defensive actions. I didn't respect Sergio Busquets. We said you ain't Kante, onye Makelele, onye Michaelesian. Yes, but the position in that you can't go. And or say everything that he wanted to achieve with his dream club, Barcelona. He did achieve that over there for himself. And which look at the trophy hall, Copa del Rey, Champions League 3 times, Supercopa de España, Spanish La Liga, Club World Cup. What trophy? All of them, Abrante friend Sergio Busquets did win for team friend in Barcelona, and these are the numbers: 1-time World Cup winner, 3-time Champions League winner, 1-time a friend is a European winner, 3-time Super Cup winner, 3-time Club World Cup winner, 9-time Spanish La Liga winner, 7-time Copa del Rey, Supercopa de España 7 times. All of them, a lot of trophies. And our friend Sergio Busquets, Jumano Horum. It's congrats to Sergio who celebrates such a top player. Arguments in there can always go on. When it goes in there. Rich. And but Madrid about the day before. Barca Babebo. Rich share. Now when I watch Barcelona, I don't expect the things I was expecting last season. And me say, and I want to hear from Barca for no. Say, almost both team in a show one, and do they get worried? Because even me, who is just an analyst, and I don't watch, I mean, Barca need through and through, I don't get worried. Yesterday, Barca went away to go and play against Real Oviedo. It was a Barca team. Now, as if as a same kakra, and I know that may catch you say, the Barca team now is still scoring, even in the absence of a bench of Lamine Yamal. And ball, nice, the same thing, no issues. They get the goals, they get the assists. Ball, the camera. You see, one thing that you probably not pointed out of why this Barca team is more dangerous than last season Barca team. Let me say, which last season, any pattern and say Barca goals, no more assists, no more. Yeah, Rafinha, Robert Lewandowski, and it was a bench of Lamine Yamal. If you look at all the goals, no, last season he did Ballon d'Or come on. You see Rafinha goals and assists and also chair will be there. Rich, in all of those goals Rafinha scored, most of them were assisted by Banche friend Lamine Yamal. Most of the goals that were scored by Lamine Yamal was assisted by Banche friend Rafinha, with Robert Lewandowski getting the goals as well. Rich, this season, Barca's top scorer goals and assists this season. It's not either Lamine Yamal, neither is it Rafinha, neither is it Banche friend Robert Lewandowski. In fact, who come game time as at this time last season compared to this time, and they've played less time together. But still, this is a team that they even face much more adversity and they get a job done. They went away to go and play Levante the last time before now. Omuko 2-0 down at halftime. Which in the second half, a certain Pedri Porter got an equalizer for them. And then they won the game. Valencia Eba, there you want Cruyff. It was Abentia friend Femi Lopez that picked the pockets together with Ferran Torres and then they beat Valencia for them. Then last night, which look at the starting lineup for Barcelona. Juan Garcia, Gerard Martin, Pau Kubasi, Eric Garcia, Abentia Refero, Ronald Araujo, Ferran Torres, Rafinha, Pedri, Casado, Dani Olmo, and then Abentia Refero, Marcus Rashford in that regard. Which in the first half, Barca were down by a goal to 0. And I'm not surprised that in front of Sport, almost fell on the grand remontanda. So a huge remontanda, and now Barca won every time. Almost a remontanda. Yeah, it was a high line, kakra. And a body baby so much. So the job of Juan Garcia is to be a sweeper goalkeeper. Rich, Juan Garcia P. And I want the tactical ball piece. Well, P. So about the clear line, about the clear, first control was good. Second control was good. Or ball pass that came. Then the Garcia on the other side of Oviedo, elbow ball share 1 goal to 0. Rich, you see, Hans-Dieter Flick has had his 50th game as Barcelona manager. But for me, it's not about the wins. It's just like Xabi, the simple decisions. No, wouldn't Hans-Dieter Flick here at halftime? I loved it. Me baby room second half Russia ball. And me catch out but say, oh, let's see what Hans-Dieter Flick will do because on a bus any. You win that Dieter Flick and Robin touchdown on the man. We win. And I saw the fourth official bring up the ball. They said, oh, my changes. Change it, man. Oh, you mark Casado a free. And the bench friend Frankie de Jong and Babeshim. Why? He wants control because they can't really break down Oviedo for them. Rich, Frankie de Jong gets into the game and just in the opening minutes of it, he starts the process of build-up. Then Eric Garcia makes it 1-1. Then in the 70th minute, Oyabenche friend Rafinha Frimu and the Robert Lewandowski Babeshemu. A half space cross from the right. Only Rafinha Frimu and all the Marcus Rashford come on right. It's Rashford and they keep waiting from Barca on the right. And he pushes Abenche friend Frankie de Jong into the right half space or clip him on the pay. Which Lewandowski didn't see boom when I make us say, hey. Before there was Ellen Haaland, there was a certain Robert Lewandowski. Now, senior DBA can born there. Uboka Krakow ni man krani beba. So we say NCB in the next 3, 4, 5 years. Nobody will speak of Robert Lewandowski.
Especially more Gen Z for them.
So what you say? Mose me baba say. Uboka say senior man konyeshi. But how Robert Lewandowski? Ese Eric Bailly. Okay, Eric Bailly. And now he was good. Before say. Barca better say can maybe he would have been the man of the match. Or sharing by him, and then it's in ball ban as a share. You could tell that this is a striker that knows his shot. And what I mean now, Ronald Araujo in the 88th minute, Emmanuel 3 goes to 1, which still 2 points. Now, my question to you and Barca fans, and now Araujo share, Lewandowski share, Bono any fair to say last season. But it looks as if Barca will do the job. Like me slow. Kokoda. And I say, Yebo game no. Coach ni share no. Na 14 odds, any 13 odds neighbor. Na Kabasa matching kwa. And my coach on Twitter said, this is something drastic happens. Barca won the 13 odds, the 14 odds never. And Pampa, they got a job done 2 goals to 1. Which when you watch Barca, do you get a sense to say, maybe almost more boy no,
no. Football is all about result.
So that they are not picking, almost picking, but almost say, generally picking.
That's the most important thing. Real Madrid first game, they no boy.
Yeah.
But he won. And I said they won. And only the most important thing. So what I say, sometimes football, yes, it's not make say, your orientation about the game, no. Born a papa, you be who's will be to training a day. But coaches also back out to say, Park and also the here, pa, and it's about point result.
Okay.
So what I say, it is a born and yet fair and meet standard near the no. I don't think and only Yasika that be able to shoot Barcelona. Yeah. Yabola Liga ni we are the end of the day.
So far as they are winning.
So winning kwan over to La Liga na. Menya sure say Barca ni better na be aka so only happy.
Especially this weekend where Madrid Madrid derby against Atletico de Madrid the wonder.
Sure.
Inti no share 2 points. Madrid no one Atletico de Madrid there. It's Nico baby. In fact, most of the times that game has drawn in recent times. It took Kosha Rich. I need to specially mention Frankie de Jong again.
Super Frankie.
Because I know sometimes maybe Pedri in fact I like Pedri more than him. But I feel like sometimes the way Pedri is too aesthetically pleasing. And as I say, oh shit Pedri, we tend to focus too much on Pedri. But Frankie is very effective too. And now he was the key cog to come and assist Pedri in breaking down that Oviedo team our second half, and he deserves all the special mention against Team Friend Football Club, for Team Friend Football Club Barcelona, because now Hansi Flick 50 wins as Barcelona manager, 67 games, 50 wins, 8 draws, just 9 losses for our bench friend Frankie de Jong, which we are going back into the English Premier League weekend. Crystal Palace will play Liverpool.
What a match.
Yeah. And they are playing at the Selhurst Park.
Two teams I say only unbeaten.
Yeah.
In the Premier League.
Oh, Premier League.
That Liverpool 100% record.
Yes, and one of your draws.
One of your draws.
Omo bo Selhurst Park. Who go Ekitike and Kwafa form no? When the red card into Mobi. But even with Ekitike's absence, there is going to be Abetia, your friend Alexander Isak in the team. It is going to be a cracker of the match. This weekend, Arsenal echo Newcastle. They can't afford to lose points here because a 15-10. Yet it's a bit here. Nani charo.
So Liverpool be a 5
points. It's a mistake. Nasa Haseno, a starting book came away Newcastle. Arsenal also call Newcastle obre.
Newcastle so
on starting years. Votaman the band the crowd goes in Sheran Mai. So how is it going to be like when Arsenal go there? Then the Estonia Mospe, who sits in third, they have a crunch game to play. Bournemouth, Andoni Ariola, elbow match. Then you know, say, a better game, a better tough. Rich, Enzo Maresca, Lusu 2 games, and there is a lot of pressure.
So, you have to now
find a way to build on the momentum after Chelsea. And United should. If United want to be taken serious, Ruben Amorim himself, if he wants to be taken serious, he has to beat Brentford and away from home at the G-Tech.
I know you have no problem.
Oh no, me analysis. Ooh, you can decide to approach it as a United fan. I will analyze and give you the pros and cons. Okay. But can United beat Brentford? And yes, they can. The problem is that when United play against the big boys, United have the best team in the world. But so that is where questions are asked of them. Or China Brian in Buemo Sinisi or come back to Nchi. I hope they do because they're early kickoff. So if they do, that is great. Which Enzo Maresca has to win. And yes, sir, pressure be ban also from next week. Which imagine that this weekend, Chelsea bought Brighton. So Maresca and Shah. In the next game, your Champions League game, Eofie. Who didn't coach over? Jose Mourinho. Just imagine how Jose Mourinho can ride on that mind game and then weak Chelsea mindset. If Chelsea doesn't beat Brighton to get a confidence.
Benfica to win.
Menka Benfica. What I'm making emphasis. I'm talking about the coach and then the ability to ride on it. No problem. But what I'm saying is that the average fan doesn't care about Mourinho. So just listen. Benfica say Benfica a team. Niame can say Jose Mourinho in the Benfica team ni ba. Now so you low in confidence. He can ride on it. That's what I'm saying. It's different from them. Benfica team. Chelsea has to find a way to beat Brentford. So many tactical board now, I'm a Japan. Because Rich.
Patrick Mumbo Brighton, Mumbo Brentford.
Brighton, I'm not much now. I think I open Brighton, Anna. So I go in Brighton and cover finance and I call you 1 point to me.
Now, Brighton went to me, show.
Brighton and who are
going to me?
Oh, a easy to me, what's his name? Arsenal 4 legend. Ian Wright. Ian Wright said Chelsea can't beat them. Anybody that says that Chelsea intimidate Brighton has a legitimate claim. And you see, that's what I keep on saying. Say, that is what 2 losses does to a season.
This season, team BR on the Chelsea bubble. Now, Bema Chelsea 4 and 5. Now your target BR, you beat Chelsea. No problem. Me pesao analysis. Me pesao simplistic analysis. The simplest way to beat Chelsea. Simple. Is to target them 4 and 5, no.
Nothing men are much men will be born target 4 and 5. That will be a better. No problem, but the American is a team will be a better target.
Kofa a yadara be free form. The analysis are be wa.
Say.
Be videos. Hey, Rich Aquano, the bus stopping. Dear Ben, Sada be inku.
Ada be sine
Moshe
Moshe last season.
Na Chelsea kofa player ba. Minime ni kura de hwe no. Na dara bia yo na dara bia yo. Sa akwa wakwa upejabo gro ntimi mpem. Upejabo ntimi mpem.
Ada bia yo hifa na upejabo wetima mpem.
Yenu mu refi.
Na dara bia yo bo na go.
Ye boni say o jino za na fa no.
Na ma ko she.
That in buamu. Red card.
Eno na dara bia yo ni Mr. Na dara
obo be
na dara bia yo. Obo be. Ba twa ntona me Jose na dara bia yo.
Obe dey. Seleba taloba wasa onya de.
Na no moto no.
Fofo na onya de.
Na no moto no.
Wan moye.
Seleba taloba moto no we.
O mo anto no.
Ya anto no.
Ono onye mu player.
Ya anto no.
Onye mu player.
Se wo ba be tu net ya anto no. Ya anto no. Rich. Nyame admit.
Nene za da be so mo far free.
Say na make us.
So we.
Nti no gba wo na wo kan say to me dey. O mate.
Hwi gro mo.
O mate. Wo na wo team ne ye. Enso sisi ye hwe
na ye mrefi.
Table na se a. Wo do nya aka wo dey area house hwe bi. Ye. Afuna be cheche mo kra mo. Ye hwe table na se a wanyera.
Why? Yeah, but we can't so Joe. You just Chelsea we are. You for Premier League no be mo.
Ntu dem amenya mi analysis. Na me ya ma o.
We na enko.
Ai mamenya madwuma ni we are there. Manchester United for binya. Which my problem is that Chelsea ebo Brighton and Hove Albion. Just 2 losses and me person we tie for keep track of exactly what I'm saying is too much pe against no mean teams, especially Bayern. And Chelsea you lose here and I say it looks as if the season is coming down. Then imagine you stay at home and you play against Brighton and Hove Albion, and then you also lose the game against them. And I was saying something to you. Then, if Jose Mourinho is coming to the Stamford Bridge with what he has as a coach with team pushing team psychologically, he will feel like he can take advantage of the Chelsea mindset, a little bit low psychologically. He will feel like it. So what I'm driving at is that at the end of the day, Enzo Maresca has to beat Brighton and Hove Albion. It doesn't have to be nice. It doesn't have to be flamboyant. There's no no shit. Now, and now you're in the pre-match press conference. You just smaba. Centre backs now Levaco Leprano. Tosin Adria Pra. He's going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. Rich, it was our press conference. Cole Palmer out. Also till after the international break. Now we were talking about Barca and their success, even in the absence of a bright friend and Lamine Yamal. Rich, this is the data of Cole Palmer when he is on and when he is not on. Rich, with Cole Palmer or Chelsea, 67 games without team 11. Chelsea are winning 52.2. So Bobia. So Odima 36.4%. Chelsea in team winning 2.0 goals per game with Cole Palmer. 1.3 with him. It reduces if Cole Palmer is out. Expected goals per game, that is with assist, with a chance creation, 1.89. When Cole Palmer is out, 1.80 reduced. Points per game, 1.8 to Cole Palmer. Without Cole Palmer, it reduces to 1.4. So there is a big problem for Enzo Maresca. But it's Midisi Krano. Then Enzo Maresca in the absence of Cole Palmer. Oh, you know, then Ankabeka. and you answers be my ana on ka bi de enye me momo bezo mo kan
me nka mo maza
on ka bi ya enye de ana o ka bi
abranti we ba my friend bright for na catch him say de ye mo na route 1 we dey keep an ye ya route 1 ko route 1 and for no for enfa o masa papa
and no na bezo we
say ya
and they na be in the absence of Kupama.
No problem, you make one you Kupama center backs him. On say now we can say toss in the plan and level and so plan. In the press conference no o we no we can say around TFN say Wesley Fofana. You need link concussion. According to FIFA plan na so 12 days.
Into onu so mobi.
Into be me say your game against Brentford.
Okay.
You need Liverpool and have Champions League against Benfica.
Oba me say Brentford.
Kofi.
Oba me say the next game Brighton. One me say Liverpool.
No Adarabiayo.
No Fofana. No Cowell.
I saw no crowd to pray.
And I make an no Cowell also. Chelsea Chiono. I can only a champion.
Anybody Ashili.
Anyone be.
Kofi.
And a Chaloba. I
can maybe some casting with you.
I say when I guy.
He's a football in total. Monko to
center back here.
Too much now, man. We are fan of watch. Over here, put him not born down.
You had watch now. Of course, you bar. You don't able to know exactly what.
I go in with them, Yacho.
Then he can't. And you say, yeah.
And you remember, of course, yeah. Me. And you want not to.
I want to a champion.
Just a champion. Oh, but
Chaluba with me, boy.
Why? Chaluba.
Number by Ashile.
Or no grandma for the chat not to.
I ever could I ever feel. Yeah, Kupama you are, Monsieur Maresca. With Ombo and Fiifi 3, Papa. Ombo Andre Santos, Monamo regimes in Conan. Yami had much now. Your analysis never put it. Your first word. Nami had my Mondays. Yami and do a Fufina say, Father. Say, oh, yeah, what you do is what we don't go for patch of mouse shooting. Which, and now, meaning, say, coach that you are here, and I don't know what you are doing, honestly speaking.
And now 2.
Yeah, 13 odds. And you see, and you 5, and you 3, and you 13 odds.
And then 11.
Yeah, and 14.
Sorry, 14, yeah.
Yeah. That's what people sent you a lot of messages. Michelle, OG code, Nhyira, first one, Obitman for a pen of paper on radio, BW14369C89. Second one, BW14368C81. Third one, BW14367B6D. Last one, BW1436565E. Nya Kari Nyako Fiifi Manfred WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you get all of the codes, no which are hold them. And diaspora phone is the last time I will come.
Yeah. We are just saying, come on, some now. We'll put
the number out. No matter set up on group.
No problem. Yes, some more outside Ghana now. Now, must say any group, Mamma, send a beer, Monsum bet me. A place mu bet our bruchino, and then I could feel 1 moment Timonka, Nafi, Yen Quaya, de Befasona, Yen Stati, Emfa, Emma.